We knew this trade deadline was going to be heat for a while now, and it did not let us down at all. This trade deadline was everything we could have imagined. We've seen big trades and we've seen teams tooling up for the playoffs. What team is going to take that next step and truly become a contender in the Western Conference? Well, I could tell you one team that's looking up, and that is the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have finally gone out and got their guy in D'Angelo Russell. They've wanted D'Angelo Russell for a while now. They know of the impact, the friendship that he has with Karl-Anthony Towns. Let's be honest, the Western Conference is loaded. This duo has a lot of work to do. They cannot slack off. They have to immediately get to work and start working on that on-the-court chemistry, which should come naturally. From 1 to 7, honestly, you can say any of those Western Conference teams can make a legit deep playoff run. And that is almost absurd to say. The 7-seeded Mavs are led by one of the most promising, if not the most promising young player in the NBA, having a historic sophomore season. Luka Doncic has the Mavs playing offense at a historic rate. That's how good this team has been. And they're only the 7 seed. The playoffs are going to get crazy, and I'm here for every second of it. This video, we're going to be talking about Karl-Anthony Towns teaming up with D'Angelo Russell, what exactly the Warriors received in the trade, and the future outlook for both of these teams. But we also have more major trades included in the video. But before we go any further, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. You will not want to miss another D-Coop video, and that's facts. I'm trying to get to 200,000 subscribers so I can go full time and bring you guys daily content. So be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. So you guys already know the deal. This is the segment where the first question commented on the last video gets answered in this one. We have a comment coming all the way from England. Which NBA franchise will create the next dynasty? This is a good question because it's so hard to tell and it can go either way. There's really no wrong answer. My big 3 for dynasties though is the New Orleans Pelicans, my favorite team. We also have the Denver Nuggets, already an incredible team, amazing young talent. You guys already know Michael Porter Jr., one of my favorite players. And then we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ridiculous amount of picks. Shai Gilgeous has superstar potential. If I had to pick one though, I'm going with the Pelicans. Zoe, Zion, B.I., Jackson Hayes, too good for the future. And all of those Lakers picks is going to be nasty. But if it wasn't my favorite team, I'd probably go with the Nuggets. Again, I'm too high on most of the Nuggets players. With that being said, be sure to follow my IG, handle G like Coop. You guys will not want to miss another post. Woj reports the Golden State Warriors have agreed to trade D'Angelo Russell to Minnesota for a deal that includes Andrew Wiggins, a 2021 protected first-round pick, a 2022 second-round pick. The Warriors will also send Jacob Evans and Amari Spellman to the Timberwolves. Woj follows up that tweet with Timberwolves 2021 pick protected to number 3 and becomes unprotected in 2022. Minnesota kept pushing for Russell, who it has wanted since summer free agency, and finally got the point guard that they envisioned pairing with Cat. First, I want to talk about Golden State. This is interesting for the Warriors. I know everybody has become a Wiggins hater because it's became the trendy thing to do, but it's easy to forget that Wiggins is not bad at basketball at all. And as a matter of fact, regardless of what the stats say for Karl-Anthony Towns, everything going down in Minnesota right now has been somewhat of a mess. He's currently the worst rated defensive center in the entire NBA. Now, that's not me saying Cat is a bad defender, because I don't think an engaged Cat is a bad defender. I'm saying that there's reason to believe that players over in Minnesota have lost some motivation. And I know Cat is carrying an absurd offensive load, which is why this trade is going to be good for the Minnesota Timberwolves also, but I'll talk more about that in just a second. We're focusing on Andrew Wiggins. I'm saying that some of Wiggins' problems can be attributed to coaching, can be attributed to the situation, and I don't think the best teams have been put around these young players. And when they had decent teams with like Jimmy Butler, the chemistry just was not there, even though Butler did help make those players better. And by players, I'm honestly talking about the team here. Players like Andrew Wiggins need guys around them that are going to help bring out the best in him. And I'm not talking about just strict motivators like Jimmy Butler. I'm talking about like player-wise. I'm talking about like people that can light it up from deep. And I know Cat's been doing that really well, but I also think that Wiggins is going to benefit from playing with one of the best point guards we have ever seen play the game of basketball, in Stephen Curry. And yes, I do think Steph's that good. I don't think that's ridiculous to say by any metric. Wiggins is only 22 years old. He's averaging 5 rebounds. He's getting 3.7 assists. There's still a chance that Stephen Curry doesn't play this season, regardless of what the reports say. It just doesn't make a lot of sense for him to currently come back. We know Klay Thompson is probably out for this season also. The Warriors are going to net an amazing pick. This team is set up for the future. That pick that they're getting back from the Timberwolves, if D'Angelo Russell and Karl-Anthony Towns don't immediately take things to the next level in the next year, the next 2 years, we're going to look back at this deal and say, man, those guys may have got finessed. Wiggins is going to be placed in a system built for a slasher like him because he's going to have that just ridiculous amount of spacing. Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, even Draymond, when he gets hot, he can step back and knock down a few trays. Coaching and development is everything. He goes to a team, and I don't want to say that Timberwolves are like that bad at this stuff, but I mean, it's night and day when we're talking about teams and cultures currently. You have Cat, who is obviously sick of losing. Now, on the other side of things for the Timberwolves, it's hard to say, even if the trade doesn't work out for whatever weird reason, that they got finessed. This is a move that they honestly had to make. You want to keep Cat long term. You want Karl-Anthony Towns to remain happy. You get a point guard with all of the potential in the world who wanted a home. He gets that now with one of his best friends. It's a perfect situation. These two guys wanted to play together, and I'm not going to say more than anything, but I could tell from what they have said that it's been up there on their list. This is big for these guys. These two players can motivate each other. Now, when you have D'Angelo Russell, again, potential 30-point per game scorer. Yes, I'm very high on D'Lo. In this state of the NBA, if you can shoot the ball, you have the potential to average a lot of points. D'Lo is a dynamic playmaker. Not only can he shoot the ball, he can pass the ball with the best of them. What he's going to do offensively, take the load off of Karl-Anthony Towns. Cat is going to be able to lock in more on the defensive side of the basketball, which is going to be amazing for the Timberwolves. D'Lo, hands down, is going to be the best passer that the Timberwolves have seen since Ricky Rubio. And not only is he such a good passer, but he's a threat to score the ball, something that Ricky Rubio has really never been. This is coming from somebody that loves Rubio's game. He has made strides scoring the ball, but he's still not where you would like him to be offensively. Again, I know he's capable of the occasional big game, but we're talking about D'Angelo Russell here. Not only is Russell going to help Cat get easier shots, but he's going to make everybody else's life on the team even easier. Now, I have to bring up the Covington trade because, again, there's going to be a severe lack of defense, but also, I like what they got back from the Covington trade. I think Malik Beasley, despite the down year, has the potential to be a high-level role player. I don't want to say star potential, even though I'm really thinking that, but I know that may come back to bite me. I just think Malik Beasley is a really good player, can play on and off the ball, can shoot the ball really well, gets locked in on both sides of the basketball. Good pickup for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, I want to know what prospect you guys think is going to the Golden State Warriors. These guys are picking high. We're talking about Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball, James Wiseman. The possibilities are endless. Not only does Wiggins not have to elevate his game for this to be a good trade for the Golden State Warriors, but he could fit a role. He can become a player that just becomes incredibly efficient and a really good player for this Golden State Warriors team. They don't need Superman right now. He can develop at his own pace. Now I have more news. Marcus Morris has just been traded to the Clippers for Mo Harkless. Marcus Morris is a big get dynamic scorer from the perimeter that could help bring that Clippers team to another level. The Knicks also got their first. Good job. Also, we have Andre Drummond going to Cleveland. I'm going to put the trade on the screen because this is just so disgusting that I think Detroit fans deserve better. I'm honestly a little disappointed. Let me know what you guys think of all the trade news down in the comments below. With that being said, be sure to click the video on the screen. It's me going over the Iggy Ja beef and how Miami is trying to get Giannis. Be sure to subscribe, note he's on. I'm D Coop and I'm out.